What's going on, guys? It's Mark here at Bailey Family Insurance. You guys might have seen my good friend John, our new hire here in the welcome video, but what you don't know is how passionate John is about life insurance. Guys, so what I'd like to do is have John just tell you a couple things that you may not know about life. John, first off, why are you so passionate about life insurance?
Well, Mark, I've been working the Springfield territory since 2013, and one of the things that I've always been is a relationship builder. So when you come in and get your policy here, it's not just here's your home, here's your auto. I know you, I know your wife, I know your kids, and as we retain you, I kind of watch the family grow up. And so I have been in the office when that untimely death takes place. And there's a big difference between when a widow comes in and we're finalizing the insurance and we're handing her a life insurance check, and then when they come in and they don't have anything. You know, I've sit in the office before with a wife whose husband passed away with a motorcycle accident, and the conversation we're having is, do we let the car get taken back and repoed? Is the house going to get foreclosed on? Do I need to move back in with my parents? What am I going to do about the kids? And they're heartbreaking conversations, and they're not something that we're a 1-800 number and we can just hang up on and say sorry about your problems. And so in those situations, I know that something small like a $35 a month payment would allow me to give her a $250,000 check to be able to take care of it. And so one of the reasons I'm so passionate about it is I think if people knew the options that they had and they took some time to think about planning for the future, we could eliminate a lot of the stress that comes with people when they pass away unexpectedly.
That's true. Guys, I'm not sure if you know this, but similar story. My father passed away when I was going to Iraq. He left me with nothing but debt. I love the man, appreciate everything he did for me, but I think it's just somebody like us did not have that conversation with him. The last thing you want to do is let your loved ones, your young loved ones too, start off their journey in debt. I can't tell you how hard it was for me to climb out of that hole, and he could have paid probably $20 a month and left me with something to help his estate rather than something that hurt me. What else, John? How do we make sure that they are adequately covered?
So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you talk to someone that has a life insurance license, because everyone's situation is different, right? They should be asking you questions about what would it look like if you didn't come home, right? They should be asking about income replacement. They should be asking about any kind of outstanding debts that you have. They should be talking to you about what kind of legacy do you want to leave. And that changes for every single family, but not just every single family, it changes within the family. So for example, for me, my wife carries all of our benefits. So if she were to pass away, not only do I have her income replacement, she's also the one that picks up our daughter and makes sure she gets the daycare. She's also the one to make sure I have health insurance, short-term disability, long-term disability. So if she were to pass away, it looks much different than if I were to pass away. They're also able to talk to you about short-term needs versus long-term needs. So you need to make sure you're talking to the right person. As great as Uncle Ted might be around the Thanksgiving Day table telling you advice, the state of Illinois does a good job making sure that their professionals are licensed and understand the different needs that their clients need. And then the other thing is, don't put it off, right? Here's what happens. We get older, we get rounder around the waist, we get unhealthy, we pick up maintenance meds, right? And all those things drive your life insurance premium up. If the younger you are, the less expensive your policy is going to be, only saves you money in the long term. The other unfortunate part about life insurance is things come up that could make you uninsurable, right? So let's say you got cancer, right? So for a woman, maybe she gets breast cancer. For a man, maybe it's prostate cancer. If it's caught early, highly treatable, they can get through it and get back to their normal life, but there's going to be an elimination period, and maybe not even an elimination period, but a permanent period where you couldn't even get life insurance, right? And cancer affects everybody, right? At earlier stages, we're seeing it, and so making sure that you don't keep putting it off ensures your eligibility that you can get a life insurance policy at any point in time.
Yeah, I see the probing questions is what we always talk about. If your agents aren't asking you these questions, are they really covering you properly? We have everything from home to life. And guys, that's why we have multiple carriers for everything, because not one size fits all, right? Depending on what you could have. If you smoke pot in Illinois, right? It's legal, right? But some carriers may frown upon it. So we've got carriers that would rate you as just a smoker. If you have diabetes, guys, we want to make sure we're doing our best to cover you. That being said, John, what's a one misconception before we let them go about life insurance?
So the biggest misconception that we hear in the industry all the time is I'm good, I have my life insurance coverage through work. And while group life insurance is great because it's inexpensive and it offers a good face value or death benefit amount, it comes with its own challenges. As you leave job to job, your life insurance policy oftentimes won't go with you. The biggest challenge we see is when people are going into retirement and their life insurance doesn't follow through with them. One of the hardest calls that we get is the person that calls us, hey, I'm a 62-year-old woman and I'm getting ready to go into retirement and I just found out my life insurance doesn't come with me. What are my options? At that point in time, again, we're looking at saying, hey, are we on any kind of maintenance meds? The odds that at 62 to 65 you're perfect health is slim to none. And what happens is that price is now so expensive at a point in time in your career where you're probably looking at taking a 20 to 40% pay cut as you go into retirement. Here's this giant expensive life insurance, and people all of a sudden who've paid into life insurance their entire life go into retirement with an inability to be able to afford it. And so if you have group life, that's great. That's a great starting point. But you really should sit down, again, talk to that licensed life insurance individual and say, what kind of other options can I own myself to make sure when I get into retirement that I still have a life insurance policy? One of the things I tell clients all the time is if you're putting into a retirement option, whether that's a 401k, whether that's a Roth IRA, traditional IRA, you're planning to be alive in the future. If your life insurance is only group life insurance, the only way that that will pay out is if you die during your working years. What I want to see clients have is I want them to work their working years. I want them to go into retirement, and I want them not to have these kind of worries and concerns. And if we do it early and we have these conversations, then we'll be in good shape.
Perfect. Guys, that was an invaluable lesson. I hope that you're still here, you're tuning in with us. And if these are a lot of things that you haven't heard before, it's time to make that phone call. We appreciate it, guys. Thanks for listening.
Family Insurance.